Gaurav, please understand this. I can understand that Azam Khan is an irresponsible politician. I can understand that he's a repeat offender. I can understand that he's flagrantly communal. But now I understand now that Azam Khan, with the greatest of respect, is also constitutionally illiterate. But is your party constitutionally illiterate? Do you not know that your leader who you are trying to defend on national television has questioned the authority of the Election Commission by asking if it is above the Supreme Court of India? Let me take you back to the Constitution of India's Article 325 Clause 1.
Now,
325 Clause 1.
Can I just answer
You
that?
are a lawyer. You are a lawyer. You should know. You are a lawyer. You should know Article 325 Clause 1 to put to rest your argument over the authority of the Election Commission at the very outset.
Article 320.
You don't know the law, you don't know the Constitution.
Every order of the Election Commission of India. Please, Arnab, allow me now. If you've asked me a question...
No, you must apologize on behalf of your leader for the way he's talked about the Election Commission. We also criticize the Election Commission, but not in this way.
Hear me out. Election Commission of India orders are subject to judicial review in court of law, especially the High Court and the Supreme Court of India. They are appealable.
Please
orders.
now, you know.
They are not absolute in nature. So this part you are
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you today, Gaurav. I'm so sorry for you. The Election Commission is a tribunal vested with complete authority and independence. The members of the Election Commission, for your kind information, have the status and the position of Supreme Court judges. And you are...
orders of the
I think you should apologize for talking like this.
They can be challenged before the court of law.
My God, you know, a repeat offender...
Read that, Article 226. Please read that.
Listen...
Read Article 226 and Article 32.
I'm sorry, Ajay Bose wants to respond to you. Don't teach me the law. Don't teach me the law. Don't teach me the law. The superintendent's direction and control of the preparation of electoral rolls, the conduct of all elections. You should today apologize. You should today apologize for defending a repeat offender like Azam Khan.
As far as
Ajay Bose.
Powers to direct and superintend
Ajay Bose.
all the elections.
Ajay Bose.
Gaurav, as far as Azam Khan is concerned, it is not just one chance statement. It has been a series of statements. And I'm very glad that Ravi Shankar Prasad pointed out that these statements are not just directed against the BJP. The kind of language he used against Congress leaders, you know, who are dead, and to say that Allah punished them for their sins,
absolutely,
is really shameful. And I'm surprised that Manu Singhvi still does not think that your party is not a communal. What kind of nonsense is going on? I mean, Gaurav, this is ridiculous. You have to restrain this man.
Amit Shah, there were three.
You have to restrain this man.
Mentioned in the notice. It was not one incident. For Mr. Amit Shah, there were three incidents.
Accept it, Gaurav.
This happened after the ban.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. No, 1 second. As far as Amit Shah is concerned, no, 1 minute. I'll make a qualitative difference. As far as Amit Shah is concerned, I think he has personally apologized. Ravi Shankar Prasad doesn't think so. I don't want to quibble over the facts. I still think he has apologized. Technically, Ravi Shankar Prasad may say he has not, and I feel that it's extremely wrong that while Amit Shah apologizes, Narendra Modi feels he has done nothing wrong, neither does Ravi Shankar Prasad. That's one thing. But at least this level of arrogance, Sabha, the level of arrogance the Samajwadi Party is displaying, a party whose supreme leader Mulayam Singh Yadav openly supports rapists, and a party whose top leader Azam Khan insults the Election Commission.
Rapists. That is not correct.
Nothing is correct. All the tapes are fake.
Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav
Arnab,
he wants
Arnab, can I reply? Gaurav, now give me a chance. Gaurav, give me a chance now. Gaurav, let me speak now. Arnab, I believe that Mr. Azam Khan is doing it deliberately. He wants to take on the Election Commission. During this campaign, I've travelled in Uttar Pradesh. In the parts of UP where polling has happened, they have become only a Muslim party there. There are not that many Yadavs there in many seats. This is all that they want to do. They want to perpetuate fear. I would also appeal to them to pull back. Do
Pull
not
back.
attack institutions, Indian institutions. Pull back from this kind of rhetoric. You know, it is ridiculous to carry on perpetuating this victimhood when Mr. Khan himself makes very, very provocative statements regularly. So it's all very well to keep on coming here and talking about riots and BJP, but please look at what you have done. If the BJP is a growing force in UP, which it is because of the Samajwadi Party's reign and their misrule of Uttar Pradesh, and they are two sides of the same coin. I'll agree with what Ajay said in the beginning. They need each other. The Samajwadi Party needs to keep people frightened. They want to tell Muslims that the election commission is against you.
Match.
The country is against
You're
you.
alleging a
Everyone
fixed
is
match.
against you. That is how they operate.
So you're alleging that there's a fixed match between Ravi Shankar Prasad and Gaurav Bhatia. On national television, what we are seeing is a fixed match. Are you alleging that?
No, I'm sorry. I take a strong objection to
Yes,
this,
I am.
please. The way the Mulayam Singh government, Akhilesh government have mishandled the riots in Muzaffarnagar is well known. The way the entire relief camp were mishandled is well known. You have shown that. But that is a political issue. But as far as this election for India is concerned, it is fought on the issue of governance, development, price rise, unemployment and insecurity. And Arnav, by the way, let me say only one thing, Arnav, please.
Yeah.
Did not the Samajwadi Party publicly declare to set free the terrorists? The High Court had to intervene. We have discussed that issue repeatedly. Again, it is a part of a manifesto. What is all this going about? Therefore, Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi may see great secularism in spite of biased politics of Samajwadi Party. Good luck to you.
Who has rewarded these 3 MLAs?
Yes.
Who has rewarded the 3 MLAs who have been charge sheeted, accused of serious offences? It is the BJP.
Did the advisory board of High Court set aside many of the detention order or not?
Please.
No, I am
Gaurav,
talking about the penal offences.
And
Gaurav, talk about something besides
Did not
victimhood.
Azam Khan ring up the police officer not to take action?
Security Act and the other offences. Please, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Gaurav, talk about something besides victimhood.
The offences under IPC are still there. They have been charge sheeted in those cases and they have been rewarded by giving these tickets. Mr. Amit Shah goes there and
Gaurav, I never interrupt you. You are a good friend and a good junior. But since you are, let me ask a question to you. Did your UP government file a case against Azam Khan for the way in which he openly threatened the police officer in Muzaffarnagar?
Let him complete. Gaurav Bhatia, let him complete.
Can I ask you a question?
No, please.
Can I ask you a question?
Gaurav Bhatia, please wait. Gaurav Bhatia, please wait.
Gaurav, 1 minute. Gaurav, 1 minute.
I can
Gaurav, 1
understand
minute.
your
If you are, no,
exuberance
1 minute. 1 minute, please. If you are asking each other questions and counter questions, I'll allow you. But you know what, Gaurav? If he is asking you a question, then I request you listen to his question and answer, and after that you fire your question. Okay, Gaurav? That is the basic rule here. So I will now, because you didn't hear him.
First of all,
what's it? Ravi Shankar Prasad, you can ask your question.
I have to say one thing with greatest respect. Arnav, first of all, with greatest respect to you, an icon of India, your program is, at least it is increasingly becoming a right of two.
No, that's all right.
And whenever I come, I wait for your turn. Please ensure that standard maintained.
Ask your question.
My question is very straight. Is it a fact or not that Mr. Azam Khan rung up the Muzaffarnagar police and prevented them from taking action against the culprit, but for which the entire riot would have been contained on day one itself? Did the government of Akhilesh Yadav take any action against Azam Khan? It is all so much evident on so many sting operations. Everyone knows Mr. Azam Khan prevented the police in Muzaffarnagar from taking action. Come on, what are you talking about, Mr. Gaurav?
Can I
Everyone knows it.
Question?
Right from day one, Mr. Azam Khan has behaved like that.
Let him respond now.
I will tell you.
Yes. First reply to my question. Reply to my question.
Reply to the question.
Why your government, young enterprising CM, did not take action against Azam Khan?
I am answering your question. You don't want to hear the reply, Mr.
First reply to my query. First reply to my query.
Operation that you are referring to.
You have no answer.
Operation had no conversation of Mr. Azam Khan. It had no material to say that Mr. Azam Khan interfered. This was before the Supreme Court in the petition.
Now on your channel we have debated ad nauseam. What happened in Muzaffarnagar?
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, why can't you even have the
I mean, we
Arnab,
won't
is it
even
fair
get
or he doesn't
into.
even want to listen to the response. This is very unfair. I'm responding.
You know, all that the
telling you
Samajwadi
the
Party wants is
conversation
victims.
had no,
All that the
voice of
Samaj,
Mr. Azam Khan.
Gaurav, all
There
that your
was no
party
details
wants
of
is
Mr.
a bunch of
Azam Khan.
very scared
Sabaji,
Muslims.
can you wait?
Victims.
You know,
The
Gaurav,
I thought
Gaurav Bhatia.
You want to frighten people.
Gaurav
You
Bhatia.
couldn't rule anything properly. You
Arnab,
want people
allow me to
terrified and
answer.
No,
frightened.
we have 3 minutes left, and Gaurav Bhatia, in these 3 minutes, I'll make a 10-second intervention.
Mr. Narendra Modi.
I'll make a 10-second intervention.
Journalist like you holding a brief for Mr. Narendra Modi doesn't look nice. I've heard you in enough debates, and I see the partisan approach that you have.
No, I'm really
towards
sorry.
Mr. Narendra
No,
Modi,
I'm really sorry. What did
condemning
you
all
say
others.
there?
That is not fair.
What did you say, Gaurav?
I said that
That is
Sabha
very-
Naqvi ji
Arnav,
has
I will
No,
also
what did
take
you say,
objection
Gaurav?
to it.
approach. Is she
This kind of
holding a
language
brief
against
for
Sabha
Mr.
is very
Narendra
unfair.
Modi?
No, 1 second. 1 second.
That is what I said.
One minute. Please, I will say this with the greatest of respect, that I have known Sabha Naqvi, Sabha Bhaumik for a very, very long time. Okay? And even those she criticizes the most will
Arnab,
never say that she holds the brief for anyone. And I
please
will also say
understand that
this.
I'm
No, I
trying
will
to
say
reply
this.
a
No,
question. There is
Gaurav,
no
please.
need
Gaurav,
why
I will
she
say
should
this with
interrupt.
respect to you.
Because
I will say this with respect to you, that Sabha has more years in journalism than you have in politics. And nobody can question her credibility. So just because she's asking you a tough question doesn't mean that you try that stunt here. So please don't do that.
I'm not questioning her credibility.
No,
The
don't
only
do
thing
that.
I'm saying is, why is she being partisan?
She's
Am
asking you
I
a
not
question.
entitled to say
Every
that
time we
she's
ask you a
being
question, you're partisan. I have asked you questions.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad asked me a question. I wanted to reply to that question, but she intervened.
He asked you a question.
Why did she do that?
No,
Can't
she
have
can.
patience
So she.
I mean, Arnab-
No. This is completely ridiculous because she intervenes. You accuse her for being partisan anyway. I don't want to get stuck into that. I feel that what you have done is wrong, and I have registered my
Let us
protest.
not get personal.
Please,
Let us,
when I'm saying
Arnab, let us-
partisan,
we should not get
I
personal
Don't get personal.
That is my opinion. You might agree.
Yes,
you might
Ajay.
disagree.
Yes, Ajay.
How can you force
No,
your... I'm not being personal.
No, let me just make a point. Let me just make a broader point, what is going on in Uttar Pradesh. And unfortunately, everybody who's visited Western UP and have come back, they've reported one clear trend, that there's great amount of communal polarization. I think the Election Commission has a duty to take very, very drastic action against this. I'm not at all happy that they have forgiven Mr. Amit Shah and, again told him to go ahead and hold his rallies just because he's apologized. I think
Yes,
that
absolutely.
firmer action should have been taken. As far as Mr. Azam Khan is concerned, I think it's not just a question of just stopping him conducting rallies.
Yeah.
I think we should really put our heads together. The Election Commission should really take very drastic action against the man. I mean, he has been absolutely a repeat offender again and again and again, making repeated provocative statements. The country cannot allow this type of statements to be made by such a senior leader of such a great established party like the Samajwadi Party. And Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, your party has a glorious tradition. Mulayam Singh Yadav has built this party, and what has it turned out to be now? I mean, it's really amazing. What
Well,
is done to the Samajwadi Party.
I'd like to, in conclusion, just say one thing.
Within the constitutional framework,
This is not
Mr.
within the
Ajay Bose,
constitutional
within
framework.
the constitutional framework,
It's
there
not.
are some legal remedies
It's not.
available to every citizen.
No, one
if,
second.
If a leader
No,
wants
no.
to avail of that remedy,
Gaurav,
and
look
Mr.
at what
Arya
are you
talking
got
about?
right when
What
he
are you
says
talking
that
about?
orders of the election
What are you
commission
talking
are
about?
not subject to judicial
What are you
review.
saying? What are you saying? This is neither within
I
any
am having
ethical,
an-
moral,
young
or
election
legal
commission
framework.
Except
Are also
And by the way,
open to
by the
judicial
way,
scrutiny.
no, please, you just need to have a conscience.
Please understand the
Mr.
distinction
Gaurav
which I'm
Bhatia,
drawing.
you are under scrutiny tonight.
Please understand the
You are under
distinction which I'm
scrutiny
drawing.
tonight, Mr. Bhatia. And by the way, Mr. Bhatia, please don't say you're asking. When I put
Let
a
us
question here on the
discuss
ticker
judicial scrutiny
and I
first.
asked the question, listen to me, Mr. Bhatia. When I asked the question, has the Election Commission been far too soft on Amit Shah? Neither am I, nor is Sabha, nor is Ajay Bose asking that question on your behalf, by the way. accuse the media of anything. Don't try and
I know
snatch away
that.
our independence from us.
You are doing your duty, I am doing mine.
Yes, we are.
I am entitled to my view, Arnab.
Sure. And my question goes, it's on the screen. Why does the Election Commission not ban the Samajwadi Party if Azam Khan continues with his vitriol? I ask that question on my behalf as a citizen, not on behalf of any political party. I'll wrap it up at that point. This has gone on for far too long. I think still at this stage, the nature of the election debate can change. And maybe it can start if you put Azam Khan in his place. Ravi Shankar Prasad, thank you. Gaurav Bhatia, thank you. Sabha, thank you. And Ajay Bose, thank you for joining me on debate number 1 on the News Hour Tonight.